Yo, how y'all guys doing, man? This is the apocalyptic aftermath speaking, also known as Lucifer. Um, yeah. So interesting tidbit. I don't know, if you guys been under spiritual attack lately, or having some people threatening you for fights. Some people saying it's crash out season. Uh, I have a hard time believing that. I have a hard time believing that, bro, because me personally, there's a lot of people that are claiming that they want to crash out on me, but I haven't seen it yet. Nobody's done anything yet, man. I don't know. I don't know, man. I don't know if these guys need motivation or some shit like that. I don't know, but they haven't been doing much of anything lately, man. They looking scared. They looking scared, if you ask me, man. There's a lot of I don't know, man. Looking shook, So most of the time, when I'm outside, I don't see anybody. I got an issue, even if like the dude look like he had an issue, he don't do nothing, like So I don't know, whatever. It is what it is. You're scared. You're scared, bro. Just say you're scared. Just say you're scared, bro. Like that's it. That's all, man. Like and Illuminati be taking L's everywhere. I be giving them L's. I've been giving them L's for the past 3 weeks, for the past month. Uh, shit. Fucking Donald Trump won the election. Uh, Diddy's in jail. People are speaking out. Against diddling activity. You know. People speaking out about PDF files, as the internet likes to call them, PDF files. That's the way to say it without getting demonetized. Anyways, uh, things are looking good. Things are looking good, man. Morally speaking, spiritually speaking, things are looking good. Um, I just hope people can say financially too. I just hope people can say financially too, man. Well, Donald Trump being president, I feel like there's gonna be some kind of stability, some kind of economic stability in the country for the next 4 years, and that's a good thing. However you see it. Other more personal cases like immigration and things like that, that's gonna have to be a conversation that you're gonna have, regardless of where you stand. But as long as you get a full stomach, it's not that bad to have debates about long-winded debates about immigration and things like that. You know, which is a clear difference between having this administration and the administration of crazy gay sex fueled drug addicts. This I feel like that's it is what it is. It's better like this. Regardless of how you feel or what you think, it's better like this than gay rage, than gay rage, cocaine fueled nonsense, bro. Like, um, it is what it is. When you're a crazy person, you're a crazy person. Like you can't give responsibility for thousands of people in the hands of a bunch of lunatics. That just doesn't make any sense. You know, and people are waking up to it, and that's a good thing. That's a good thing. And I don't know, like for in whatever the case may be with all these people out here that are feeling froggy. I don't know. I don't know what to say about that. I have nothing to say about that, bro. Like me, all I know is like you don't do shit. You talk a lot, but you don't do nothing. So I don't know. It is what it is. I'm out here by myself. You know, I don't know what's your hold up, or I don't know. I don't know what to tell you. Yeah, you're thousand. There's a bunch of you, and this is one of me. If you don't do anything, that's your business. That's your fault, bro. You're gonna have to live with the fact that you're a bitch. Like you're gonna have to live with that fact, bro. You're gonna have to, assume your bitchness. Assume your cowardism. Yeah. Um. It is what it is. You can't fuck with the chosen one. You can't fuck with the chosen one. It is what it is. You can do your little, I don't know what you call them, but at the end of the day, I am who I am, and I will be who I will be for eternity, because I am who I am. This reminds me of all the killings, though, that are, all the celebrity killings and things like that. It's kind of interesting, because I think about, like, why do they? Because my theory on why they eliminate specific characters. I'm not just talking about, because there's like celebrity sacrifices, and then there's like the elimination of people that can get in their way, right? Or that has gotten in their way. Because they don't just kill the people that literally got in their way. They also like eliminate people that literally like could eventually get in their way, which is not that hard. I mean, it sounds absurd to say that somebody's doing something like that, but at the end of the day, you're not. You can tell when somebody's not going to listen to these set of rules or mandates that you're trying to implicate in whatever you're doing, right? So at the end of the day, it's not that it's easy to perceive. It's not like, but you can tell sometimes, and some people, I feel like, do get dealt with, taken out because they might be too too rambunctious for that sort of nonsense. And speaking of, I think like Gucci Mane, I think that's why they eliminated Gucci Mane. I think that's the reason why. Because he wouldn't have done gone to like Diddy parties and stuff like that, man. But maybe he has, though. Maybe he has, though. But I feel like that's why they eliminated his ass. I feel like for street guys, and it happens mostly with street guys, I feel like some street guys get eliminated once they get to Hollywood. They get eliminated because they know that you're not gonna do all that. You're not gonna jump through all those hoops. I can tell, and they get dealt with, even if they started out by trying to abide by the rules, right? It didn't matter at the end of the day. Their minds was already set on let's just get this guy out the way, because I'm pretty sure he's not gonna roll with all this at all, And at the end of the day, they're right. Like at the end of the day, you're right. I mean, like, even if the person tells you, oh yeah, yeah, it's like, nah, anyway. So it's interesting that Brick Baby brung up, because he did another interview, and he brung up the fact that his face tattoo was removed when he came out of jail. And it's true, his face tattoo wasn't there when he came out of jail. That's how I know that they killed Gucci Mane. Like, like the same thing happened with Kodak Black. Kodak Black lost face tattoos. You can't just lose a face tattoo, bro. Like you can't misplace a tattoo, man. It's on your skin, bro. Like if that shit's on your skin forever, like unless you get like laser surgery and shit like that, laser removal or something, like a tattoo removal. But if you don't get a tattoo removal, that shit's on your face forever, bro. Like, and how could you get like a tattoo removal that clean? Like even if like there's some prison that where there might be some genius fucking Riddler kind of dude that's in there that's that has a laser removal it wouldn't be that clean. It would be like a low budget anyway, which I'm pretty sure doesn't exist. So they can't you can't just go in prison, have a face tattoo, and then come out you don't have a face tattoo. That's not logical. That's implausible and impossible, bro. Like there's no explanation for that shit except for the fact that the nigga was replaced, bro. End of story. So I don't know, man. It's conspiracy theories mixed with mysticism mixed with all kinds of shit. That's the Illuminati wrapped up in a nutshell, man. Like it's like witchcraft and the spiritual attacks and physical harassment, spiritual attacks and murder for hire too. There's murder for hire too. It's very interesting, man. It's very interesting, dude. Very interesting. But that's the thing, like they can kill people that are in the business that has signed like a deal or something like that has like entered the circle, that had made a deal of some sort. Those people's fine, because they got shit on them, right? Like you it's a blood tie, right? Like your shit is mixed with my shit. Right, so killing off people that are part of that circle is easier than killing off a person that's outside of that circle, because that person doesn't have any deals with you. This person doesn't have any like responsibility towards you, doesn't have any connection with you. So if you kill somebody that's outside your fucking circle, you're gonna have to fucking explain yourself like a motherfucker, right? So you can't, even if you have enough lawyers to not be immediately sentenced for murder, which is a rare case, actually, you can't really kill people that's outside the circle, So that's why they're in there like a bunch of fucking caged animals going at each other's throats, man. It's a fucking zoo. It's like going to the zoo, bro. Like, so I'm happy that people are finally waking up to everything, all these things that are happening, and that are finally standing up and taking back their power, taking back their countries too, taking back their cities. And that's what we have to do. We all have to become individual kings of our individual kingdom, if it's possible, because I mean it like for real, not just like walking around, oh yeah, I'm a king, that's fine. That's good to do. But, when we're talking about people that are probably more in a position to actually like have like political or a place in the community, as a person that creates projects and creates jobs and creates opportunities, blah blah blah, so on and so on, everything in that criteria, not just financially, but community speaking, like charity and shit like that, those people are in the opportunity to they have to understand that, they're kind of like you, you're kind of like the king of the kingdom. You have to see yourself as king of the kingdom, and you're creating the kingdom, you're creating followers, you're creating, because these people, the people that you touch, the people with the activities that you do, they're going to follow you. If you keep going, if you keep doing it the way that you're supposed to be doing it, those people are gonna keep following you, man. They're gonna trust you. They're gonna trust that you're gonna be there because you're always there, right? So that's the first line of trust that people are going to have. Like, they're gonna trust that you're gonna be there because you're always there, and then and then there's the factor of the satisfaction factor, right? So if people come to your thing and they're satisfied 50% of the time, not to sound too, high horsey right now, but let's say people are satisfied 50% of the time when they come to your thing, they're gonna trust that there's gonna be a 50% chance that they're gonna have a satisfactory experience when they come to your project, show, whatever, event, whatever, fundraiser, charity work, whatever you want to call it. So you're building a bond, you're building a trust, right? You're building relationships with people, healthy relationships with people, and things like that. So so you have to understand, you become kind of like responsible for the people. You kind of become responsible for the community. You kind of have a sense, now you don't become responsible for them, but you have a sense of responsibility towards them, right? As I have to do this because this is helpful to this XYZ blah 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 for XYZ reason, right? So it's important to see yourself as a king. And yes, I'm talking about, if you're not clear on what I'm talking about entrepreneurship, of course. It comes because there's certain businesses, there's certain things when you're, let's say you're creating a production studio, right? You can go at the bank, get a loan, and then go to fucking LA and get the recipe for $9.99 and get rich and be involved in free coughs, right? Or you can do the same thing. You can get a loan, whatever. You build in a studio, but you also, when you're building your production studio or something like that, you have to understand that you're involving a lot of people from the area, right? So it's the same thing. The service you provide, the experience, the satisfaction factor, blah blah blah. All that comes in line, and people are gonna trust you, and blah 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 blah, and you're gonna be trusted towards the city, not just individually, man by man. You're gonna be trusted because some people are not gonna know who you are, but the city itself is going to know who you are. It's going to be aware of who you are because you do things with the people from the community. You're not doing things from people from fucking Japan or France, and you're doing things. You become a community pillar. You become a community person, a person important in the community, whatever. And you can see it that way, and you can also see it as you're the king of your kingdom. You've created your kingdom. You got your followers, you got your people, and you do your business, and you generate income because a kingdom generates income at the end of the day. So it is what it is, and it's we're also talking about leadership. You're and starting off. With your project, even if you don't have enough leadership skills, or you think you don't have enough leadership skill, if you start off with your business and you get you start off with one person and then a second person, you're going to develop these skills that you fear that you might not have. You're going to develop these skills and they're going to come towards you. So yeah, man, I'm gonna stop it right here, and I'm gonna let you guys go. Have a good one. Peace out.